Weight championship of the world. He's gone again, and it's all over in the second. And Herbie Hyde's career and future has completely gone. This has to be a major upset without any shadow of a doubt. Well, how will this be viewed? Without a single shadow of a doubt, Herbie Hyde was caught after the commando break, and from then on, he simply wasn't in this contest whatsoever. And this has been a very difficult evening. They brought in Chingangu thinking he would give Herbie Hyde a very decent workout, and he simply demolished Herbie Hyde's career.
Definitely. I mean, talk about not judging a book by the cover there. I mean, Herbie looked in fantastic condition. But you have to say, Jim, it all started with that illegal shot, and he just never ever recovered from that punch. And time after time, and at the end there was such a big right hand, and there's another one that sent him toppling down. And I think unbelievable punching right on the button. That's the big one that finished it all off.
Well, that right hand, and Herbie Hyde's eyes rolled back in his head, and Chingangu knew there and then that he had pulled off a very major upset and had won his 17th professional contest, was 11th inside the distance.
Contest, your winner on a technical count out is Joseph Chingangu.
What an upset. This fella, in only his fourth contest in as many years, has come to Britain for the second time, having lost to Julius Francis well over 5 years ago. He's come in 2001, and he has completely upset any thoughts that Herbie Hyde was harboring of a comeback towards big time in boxing. And Herbie Hyde is going to have to sit down and do some very hard thinking. Controversy, of course, with the first punch, but once Chingangu got the measure of Herbie Hyde, the former world champion had no answer whatsoever.
Joseph, what was your version of what happened in there?
My version is, you know, I knew that this guy, okay, is a world champion, so I knew that if I beat this guy, I know that I'm on the way going. So I was asking my trainer told me that, no, just hang on, take your time. And he told me what to do.
One stage, the referee told you to break, and you hit Herbie afterwards. What do you feel about that? That perhaps wasn't on, really, was it?
But that one, it was not, because you know, that was a knockdown. But he
did say break, and you hit him after he said that?
Yes, the guy was warding, but he didn't say break. The guy
he did say break. We heard that.
Yes.
You didn't hear it?
Yes.
Did you see him hold the guy?
Now, let me just ask your boxer the question. You didn't hear that?
Yes. No, I didn't hear that. But I just so referee was saying that's something owning me, you know. So I was angry about that. I said, hey, I don't know, buddy. I was just following his instruction. Yeah.
Were you surprised that Herbie wasn't better than he should have been, because you weren't expected to win this, were you?
Yes, this fight I knew that. I knew that we would go distance. I didn't mean to knock him on the first round or second round, but I know that we would go distance. That's why I was easy. But I couldn't see the way he was coming, so I said, no, let me just finish quickly this fight, because
Well, you interrupt Gary at your peril. What did you make of that?
What we see there is basically what I've been saying for a long time. Herbie Hyde's a good fighter, but he's chinny, you know. He's basically a bully. He likes to give it, but he don't like to take it. And, you know, it's proved there tonight.
How big were those punches that actually put him down?
Well, I really feel sorry for... Because that was a big fight in the pipeline. That was you.
That was a big payday, wasn't it, for you, really?
But I just think Herbie, I don't know nothing about his corner men. And that showed a lot. I think he's another one that don't listen to trainers. He calls the shots in the gym.
Did you listen to your trainer?
Oh yeah, well, I was two-time world champion. Got no complaints. No complaints.
Let's see some of those punches. It is worth saying, of course, that the first one that put him down was after a call for break, and Jim Neely said it was 2 or 3 seconds or so after that. I mean, what can you do in those situations, Darren?
Well, I don't think there's anything vindictive in that punch from Joseph, but that was like the beginning of the end. After that, Herbie never recovered. You know, he never recovered from that shot there.
When you've been hit with a punch like that, is it your legs that have gone?
Yeah, your legs, your mind. But normally most fighters are able to recoup, but Herbie's recuperative power isn't very good. You know, he can recover from that shot.
But 1 or 2 of those left hands especially were right on the button, Nigel, weren't they?
Yeah, but these are not world-class fighters, and that's what you've got to look at. They're not world-class fighters. I know he's like 16 stone plus, but Herbie, I mean, his condition, when he got hit, it was just like, he just went to pot.
Well, here we are in round 2 when the lights went out good and proper.
He never recovered from the first punch. He never recovered. And if the corner maker had told him, like, hold on, get your head back, and he just couldn't get it together.
And are we being unfair here, Danny, to say that his opponent here, this is the end, he's carrying a few extra pounds perhaps around the midriff there, so he's not exactly in the peak of physical prowess, is he?
No, he's not. And because he's basically a journeyman. That's all he is. He's a journeyman. Years ago, he lost to Julius Francis. Julius had him out, but he hurt his right hand, so he had to just basically box to a points victory. He was stopped by Vladimir Klitschko in 5 rounds, so, you know, he's just basically a journeyman. He was there to make up the numbers tonight, but, you know, Herbie just hasn't got a chin, so he got knocked out.
That's a big payday that's gone west for you, but it does also mean that Herbie Hyde probably is out the equation.
Yeah, he's out the equation, and, you know, to be honest, I'm glad. He said some nasty things about me. You know, I'm pretty happy with what's happened today.
And if you were Herbie Hyde, Nigel, do you call it quits now, or do you come back again and again?
That's Herbie Hyde with me. I'd stay on to become world champion, but from what I saw there, he will hang his gloves. He's got nowhere to go. Nowhere to go at all.